blend to make sure that we are like, whoa, whoa. This is definitely gonna be one of my staple products. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you guys are doing amazing. Today's video is going to be such a fun one because we are going to be recreating this Hailey Bieber makeup look. Clearly this is the final look, so if you want to see how we achieve it, what products we used, and all of that good stuff, well then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so we're jumping straight into the eye since we have some sparkle and liner and all that good stuff. Want to make sure I get that down before we do the base. I already started by priming my lids with my P. Louise, and I just went in with the burnt orange shade in the Soft Glam palette to just be able to add some definition. And this burnt orange color is honestly perfection. It works so well. It's such a nice color to just softly build some definition and dimension without being too intense. So I was just taking that into the outer corner of the eye and just buffing and blending that out. Next, we are going to go into one of the stars of the show. There's two. The liner is another star as well, but we're going into the shimmer sparkly shade that we are going to be putting over the eye. And for that, I am going to be using this topper from one of the Makeup by Mario quads. It gives that wet look, which I am completely obsessed with. Actually, when I was looking for products for this specific look, I was focusing on wanting to find my Fenty Kilowatt Balm Putty highlighter because I thought that would be perfect, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where it is, but this is the next best thing to just be able to create that nice, and like it just looks wet, sparkly. The glitter is so finely milled that it does not look intense at all, but when it catches the light, it is just beautiful. So I'm literally just taking that and just wiping it across the eyelid. And I am gonna just bring it up a little bit more since my eyes are hooded. I wanna make sure that they get all the glory that they deserve and that they shine wonderfully and bright. This is what we are looking like right now. This is so beautiful. I don't know if they still have this, but I know that it came out during the holidays, and I literally bought this quad just for that like formula. It was so beautiful and stunning. So I am just going to go back into that blending brush to just make sure that everything is nicely blended, and that will be pretty much it for eyeshadow. Moving on, we head into the liner and we see that she has a deep green kind of just going all across, creating a wing, and some underneath as well in her waterline. So I am going to go in with this Almay All Day Intense Gel Eyeliner in the color Evergreen. I love this color and I think it works so nicely with brown eyes. So I am just going to create a liner all across the eye. She has a little bit in the front of her eye, so I'll try to do that as well, and then underneath. This is where we are with eye number one. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, and then that'll be all for right now with the eyes because there's a lot of action happening in the bottom waterline, so I want to be able to do that after the rest of the face is complete. So I understand why people do their eyes first. It literally kind of just like sets the tone for the rest of the makeup. So I'm obsessed. This is what we are looking like right now. Shimmery eyes, and the liner is to die for. Just put some mascara on, and I used the L'Oreal Air Volume. Love that for a very like full look. So moving on, Hailey Bieber is clearly all about skincare and having like super nice and glowy skin underneath. So I did already put my moisturizer and all that good stuff prior to starting the makeup, but I do just want to add a little bit of glow underneath the hydrating foundation that we'll be using. So I'm going to be utilizing this product and just putting that on the places where I want to accentuate, which is obviously going to be like here. We can put just a little bit across over here so that when we apply the foundation, everything just sits nicely on top. So I'm just gonna press that into the skin and it'll just give a nice glow. This is also a product that you can use on its own for like a no makeup day. I think that'll look really stunning. So you can see it just gives a really nice skin-like feel. So next up, we're going to be using the Urban Decay Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I've been enjoying this so much, and it's funny, it's actually my sister gave it to me and I started using it, didn't think anything much of it, but I love it so much. I love the finish that it gives. It's not super intense. You can build up on it, you can put a little bit, you can put a lot, you can do whatever you want. Clearly we are putting a lot. So I'm just gonna blend this out with my brush for starters, and then we'll go into the sponge. Now, because this is a tinted sort of moisturizer type of feel, the coverage is not going to be 1000%, which I personally like. I don't like super full coverage. I like more medium and that I can kind of build, but that some of my skin can still peek through. So I really enjoy that. So as you can see, you can still see like some of my blemishes. With that, I would kind of just like spot conceal, so I don't really care much for that. But look at, like, can we just look at the glow? We are literally glowing over here. So making sure to just put that over the ear, bring it down to the neck, and just blend that out. All set with our base, we're now gonna go into concealer. So we're gonna go in with the KVD Lock-It Concealer, and I'm just gonna place that where we wanna add some brightness. So definitely right here, and then sweeping it across to just make sure that we are bright. Especially since we have that darker liner, we definitely wanna make sure that we have enough coverage where we want it. Also just gonna place some down the bridge of the nose, on the forehead, around the nose, all the places where you just want to be able to conceal. I've been adding this step also just to brighten underneath the contour and right on here. And then we'll just start off with the brush. Once again, I like to always go in with the brush first to just disperse the product, and then we blend out completely with the sponge. So that's what we're just gonna do. This coverage though is like completely next level. It's so funny because now even doing the eyes first, you get to see the realness of full coverage products because it is a lot darker with the eye already set on top. So I kind of like that. So I'm just taking that and blending out. So as you can see, this is the blended side and this is the side that I am going to blend. Now that we are concealed and looking like Casper, let us add some dimension back into the skin. We're gonna just take the Fenty cream in the shade Teddy, and we're gonna just utilize some of that to be able to place it where I want some dimension. So I am just going to start by just patting into the skin, not rubbing across, to just slowly and slightly start to build some dimension. And you always want to be able to place it right above the cheekbone, so you want to be able to just feel it, and on top of that, always blend upward. So that's just what I'm gonna do. And also always make sure to blend that into the hairline so it doesn't look like you literally have a mask on your face. So look at how nice that is looking. Like, oh my goodness, I am loving it. Cream products are just so much fun to use. They really are. They look so natural, they look so lovely and so nice. I mean, you can achieve the same with powder, but there's just something so special about cream products, like, honestly. We're also gonna go into that cream contour, and I'm just gonna take a little, look at me doing this like if it's powder. We're gonna just take that and just go in this part of the eye just to add some dimension as well, and just to be able to make that part look a little more realistic, and also just help to define the nose. A super important part is to always go in with your sponge to make sure that everything is nice and seamless. So now that we are all bronzed and sculpted, we are going to dive into blush. So here I have two different blushes because her look is very, very, very blushy. There's definitely some elements of pink and some coral. So I wanted to combine two different blushes here. We have this one, which is the Merit Cheek Color in the shade Beverly Hill. And this one, I think I'm gonna wanna use as a topper. It is such a nice color and I think it'll look so nice over top any other blush to just be able to give that nice and dewy look. So I wanna get a base blush to then be able to layer that one on top. So I think I'm actually gonna go into this Natasha Denona palette and we're gonna use this one. That color is just absolutely stunning and I think it looks perfect for this look. I'm going to just start to place it onto my cheek. I know that she has a lot of blush in this look, more in this area, so I am just gonna start like slowly dragging it up to just make sure that we have a very nice and blushy look. That looks beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. This is, I'm telling you guys, I love doing these types of videos because I rediscover so many products in my collection that I'm like, why have I not used this sooner? Or like, why have I not used this? Like, look at how beautiful that color is. Wow. So we're all set with that. Now we're gonna go in with the Merit Cheek Color and I'm gonna put some of this on my arm, and then what I want to do is just take that same blush brush and we're just gonna apply that on the top of that cheekbone to just be able to add that, like, do you see what I'm talking about? That dew is just next level. Merit just knows what they're doing when it comes to the minimal, skin-like, everyday, glowy products, because that's literally all just that blush, which is insane. So you can definitely wear it on its own. I love the idea of pairing it over any other blush to just make it more pink and make it more dewy. I am obsessed and here for it. I'm here for it. So for powder, I am just gonna go in with my RCMA powder. Just gonna make sure that we get rid of the excess before we just apply. I have that same blending brush, another one that I like to use just for setting. So I am just gonna place it in the areas that I want set, which is not gonna necessarily be much, just the under eyes, because of course we don't wanna, you know, be creasing all night. And then of course around the nose or any areas where you get very shiny. So for me, that's this area. And so look at, I just want to show you guys the difference. This is it set with the RCMA powder and this is without. We still see that glowy and dewiness on the concealer. So I'm just going to take some more of that powder, dusting off the excess, and we are just gonna set it and forget it. So now that we are set and looking fabulous, we're gonna jump into one of the products that I am most excited about. I swatched this and I was just like, oh my goodness, I am so excited about this. And this is gonna be the Merit Highlighting Balm in their newest color, Citrine. I am, first of all, for all of these like dewy illuminators, I am here for it. I've been utilizing the Refi Illuminating Liquid, which has been one of my staples, but this one, oh my goodness, like look, can we just look at that? How is that real? How is it real? It's just absolutely amazing. I am obsessed with it and I love that it's in that gold undertone that'll work so well with olive skin tones and maybe even deeper skin tones than mine. So I am so excited for this. I'm actually just gonna show you guys how I'll just apply it directly onto the skin. You can always apply it to your finger and then put it on. I wanna try on one side to just swipe and then blend, and then on the other side, we can dab on in and see if they both work, if I prefer one or the other. So I'm just gonna put some of that over, like, oh my goodness, this reflection is just out of this world. So I am just gonna put it all around, and then with my finger I am going to blend to make sure that we are like, whoa, this is definitely gonna be one of my staple products. This is going in my everyday basket because wow, look at the wetness that it gives. It gives that beautiful dewy look like I'm sweating but I'm still cute. It's not intentional, but it is. It's just such a stunning finish. It is not super greasy. It looks nice and natural and just brings that element back into your skin so you don't look super cakey or super mattified. So we love that. I quickly did my brows off camera. I used one of my all-time favorite brow products lately, and that is going to be the NYX Thick It Stick It. I have the color Espresso. I've been using that, and then I also used my Refi pomade. Now moving on, we're gonna finish the lower lash line, which is another fun element of this look. She has sort of like a halo reverse eye underneath, so we're going to go in with that green liner underneath, but we are not gonna put it right in the middle. Here we're gonna intensify it with something just a little lighter. Before we do that, I am just gonna go back into my Soft Glam palette, and I'm gonna take some more of that burnt orange shade and just bring that across the lower lash line to just reflect that color underneath and also make it a little warm before we apply the green liner. Actually, another step that I noticed that she has in her look, her waterline as is has a light or nude liner, so I am just going to take some of that with this NYX Wonder Pencil, and I'm going to just line my waterline. Okay, so look at, I just want to show you guys the difference with the nude liner. This one is without. I'm pretty sure that's also because we are about to go in with a darker liner in the bottom, so you definitely want to be able to just brighten and open up the eye a bit more. I'm going to do this eye and then I'll go back and do the other. Heading back in with that green liner, we are going to bring it about halfway through. We're going to just continue that line and just bring it halfway through, stopping right where this portion of the eye is. And then she also has some of it in the inner corner. I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit because I don't really like to put dark colors in the inner corner of my eye. I just don't really find it to be very flattering. But to be able to achieve the halo eye, I do need to put just a little bit of a dark color on the other side. So I think I'm just gonna keep it like so. Also have a eyeliner pencil that I thought would be super pretty. This is the ColourPop silver one, and although it leans a little more silver, I think it'll give the wow factor that we are looking for. Yeah, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so eyes are complete and this is what we are looking like. I also just went right back into that palette to add some highlighter underneath the brow bone because she has one that is very out there and it looks absolutely stunning. Also, we can take some of that and just bring it into the inner corner as well to just be able to brighten. So we're just gonna quickly do that. Just bring some of that right across, and this highlighter is so pretty. It's so icy. It looks absolutely stunning. And then now we're just gonna move on to the lip. The lip is a glossy nude. So I'm just going to get a liner and put a gloss over top. Here we have my Refi Lip Sculpt in the color Fawn, which I think will work perfectly for this. So I'm just gonna line lips with that color, which is such a good neutral nude for me. And then for gloss, I want to go in with the ColourPop in the shade Color Vista. I remember I was obsessed with this one. I loved the color so much. Like, look at how nice that is. That is so pretty, and it looks so nice with nothing underneath as well. But for this one, I definitely wanted to go with a more sculpted lip look to complement the entire look. Well, that concludes this video. I am so in love with this look. I think it looks amazing, and I love that I was so inspired by this look to be able to create it. Comment down below what you guys think, and also what celebrity or what makeup look I should do next, because this is so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to look down below for any of the products that you might want to purchase that I used on here. Make sure to check all of those out, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.